Recording. All right, it's going.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Welcome. We're super excited to have you guys tonight. A lot of you are new faces, so welcome, welcome, welcome. I figured that we would start off by kind of just giving like a little intro about ourselves, since this is kind of like a newer group. My name is Amber, and I'm really excited to be doing this group with you guys because it's something that I've really never, I can't say I've never really done these types of moves before, but just like the whole setup with like 4 days a week, 3 days off, which is kind of going to be a little challenging for me because like I was telling Haley and Heather, like I don't rest. Like I don't know what rest is. Like I think I need to work out just like for my sanity. So that's going to be a little different for me, but I'm really excited. It's summertime and I love going out to eat. I love going to parties. So just this whole meal plan and its flexibility, it's going to be great. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, that's about it for me.
I'll go. Okay, so I'm Haley. For those that don't know me, I'm sure I kind of follow mostly all of you guys on Instagram and Facebook. I'm a new mom. I have an almost 10-month-old baby. So yes, this can be done if you have a baby. So kudos to all you moms out there. Super, super excited. I think what I am looking forward to most with this program is the fact that it is 4 days a week. I've never done a program like this. I think it's new for a lot of us, especially coming off of something like 80-Day Obsession, where every day you're working out for like an hour, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. So this is going to be super different, but I'm really looking forward to it. And the last test group we ran was absolutely incredible. The energy was so awesome. So I'm super excited to do this with you guys, and I know that it's going to just change a lot of things for you guys, especially, and myself as well. Like Amber was saying, with it being summertime, I tend to have an issue with like putting myself down or like feeling bad if I have a cheat meal like here and there or don't get a workout in. So I think this program is really going to be beneficial in teaching all of us about balance and how to not like put ourselves down if we do have that little treat here and there. It's all about learning kind of how to be intentional with your eating. So I'm super excited for that, and I'll pass it on to Heather.
All right. Hi, I'm Heather. So I'm really excited for this group. It is completely different, like Amber and Haley were saying. It is from 80-Day Obsession. It has more flexibility, more sustainability, which I'm really excited for. I'm also a new mom. My daughter's going to be 1 on Sunday. So I did 80-Day Obsession, super postpartum. And I've kind of been in a limbo between these two programs, so I'm excited to get back into a test group style setting and really following this program the way that Joel created it, to see the results that I have seen the test group see. So I'm real excited for this call and for this group. Yeah.
Awesome. So I guess I will go into, I want to talk about the meal plan, meal prep, and your brackets, because it's a little different, but it's pretty much the same to the 21-Day Fix if you're very familiar with that. Let me log into my Beachbody On Demand, program materials. Let me share my screen. Okay. All right, so if you didn't get a hard copy, everything is in your Beachbody On Demand under the program materials, the calendar, the tracker, the nutrition guide, and if you are following the vegan plan. I highly suggest that you print everything out and have it readily available. I went to the store today and I put it all in a binder just like I did with 80-Day Obsession. I just found it more, I was more organized that way, and I liked having hands-on. So like I said, everything is under your program materials. So you open it up, and we are going to go to find your plan. So the difference with this is there is no math needed to figure out what plan you're in. If you have done the 21-Day Fix, and 80-day obsession, there's a calculation that you need to do to figure out where you stand. This is all based on your weight. Obviously right here, it tells you, where you would fall. The thing about this though is there should be no plan A, because if you are looking to lose weight, that's fine. But if you are looking to build and maintain and tone, Joel highly suggests that you bump up at least 2 meal plans. And I know that seems like a lot of food. So my suggestion to you would be to go ahead and feel it out. Try it for a couple of days, see how it works. If you're uncomfortable, which is normal because your body is going through changes, it's regulating, it will get into the groove, I guess you could say. I know that's how I felt with 80-day obsession, but if it's too much food, go to B. If you are in B and you are finding yourself, hungry, tired, headaches, fatigue, like anything, bump up to C, or just eat more veggies and more protein. You want to look, this whole program is about building muscle and toning and fueling your body with the proper, amount of food. So you need to look at food as your fuel. And if you're not fueling your body properly, there's going to be no change. So don't be scared of the process. Listen to what he has to say. Listen to the meal plan, the brackets, and everything should be good. This is just, don't be like me. This is just a sample meal plan. It's not telling, if you did 80-day obsession, let me just stop sharing my screen. If you did 80-day obsession, the containers are put in specific spots. And I looked at that and I was like, okay, this is the weirdest meal plan ever. I'm not eating all of my containers like that. So this is where the 21-day fix comes in, is you get to place your containers wherever you want throughout the day. But remember that you should be eating your fruits and your carbs earlier in the day, because that is your fuel for the day to get you through the day. And I think it's like they say after 5 or 6, you really shouldn't be eating anything when it comes to your carbs and your fruit. Joel also suggests that your Shakeology, if you are drinking it, should be one of your first 2 meals of the day, because the whole point of Shakeology is to give you the energy to get you through the day. I know some of you, have it as a late night snack to help curb your cravings. If that's working for you, great, keep it that way. But like I said, Joel suggests that it's an earlier in the day meal. When it comes to meal prep, I know that it can be overwhelming, but pick a day, cook up a bunch of food, portion it out, have it in your fridge readily available. Don't overthink it, because I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, meal prep, I have to make all these meals. It doesn't have to. Don't go crazy, especially if this is your very first program. Megan, this is new to you. Don't go crazy. Just less is more. And if you need help with your meal plan and figuring out what bracket you're in, reach out to your coach. I did post the other day in our challenge group, I posted a few meal plan samples, so go ahead and use that as a guide if you'd like. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Less is more. Keep it simple. Don't stress out about it. Obviously use the group for, as a resource, because the more you put into it, the more you'll get out. Share your meal plans with others, because we're probably all in the same bracket, but yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about the workouts.
Wait, never mind.
No, see what you're going to say.
Nope, because I was going to talk about something else, but it's a performance line, and I'll do that later. Sorry.
No, you're fine. As we're going along through this, if you guys have questions, you can open up that little chat at the bottom and just go ahead and start popping questions. We're going to have an answering session at the end as well. But if you have certain questions and you don't want to forget about them, that's always there for you. So as Amber's saying, I just wanted to tag on to what she said about meal prepping. Everyone's meal prep is going to look different. Some of us may prefer to prep for 5 days at a time every single meal. for me, that doesn't work personally. So I prep for 3 days and I do pre-workout, post-workout, and then I have my shake, and then dinner is like constantly changing in our house. So you just have to find your group. And after the first, week or two, you're going to figure out what moves. I know that we have another coach on our team who she preps in like this buffet style. So she makes a ton of, chicken or rice or veggies or, eggs or some type of protein, veggies, carbs, all the fun things. And she has them in her refrigerator. And then when she needs those containers, because she stays at home, she's a stay-at-home mom, she just opens up her fridge and portions everything out right there, pops it in the microwave, and is good to go. So it's just finding what really works for you. But with that being said, I'm just going to share my screen. And I just want to make sure everyone knows where to access your workouts. If this is a first-time, program for you, you are going to be accessing those on Beachbody On Demand. You can stream this through the app on your phone. You can stream it through Amazon Fire Stick, Apple TV, just your laptop, or any sort of thing that has internet, which is great because you can take this literally wherever you go. I take this on vacation. It means I don't have any excuses. When I used to go to the gym, every single day, I'd go out of town for 5 days at a time. And I don't have a gym membership when I go out of town. So it's like, what was I going to do? Watch YouTube videos on how to work out or something. And I never ended up doing it. So this is really beneficial, especially during the summer, to be able to stick to your plan by being able to take this with you literally wherever you are. If you know that you're going somewhere without Wi-Fi, you can also download the workouts to your phone or to your computer, which is awesome. That way you literally can't make an excuse for yourself. You can always get it done. So once you log into Beachbody On Demand, you are going to see this workout tab right here. And it's super easy with Lift4. You can just go over to this featured programs, and it's going to pop you off to this screen right here. And right here, if you click workout list, this is why we call it the Netflix of fitness, because it literally looks like a Netflix account. I'm only going to have access right now to before Lift4, but this is exactly how Lift4 workouts are going to be laid out. So you're going to have what day it is, what workout it is, how long it is, your play button, and then if you click this details tab, you're going to see what you're going to need for that workout. You may need weights. There may be a day when you don't use weights. Maybe you're going to have that core at the end, so you may want to get a mat, which is nice. It's always going to tell you what you need. And then definitely some other things to print off, as Amber was saying, if you are kind of that more type A person, which I know I am, I love printing off things and I love having them, for me to see every single day. So this workout calendar is going to be your best friend. I love to cross mine off or put stickers on it every day. And it tells you, like I said, exactly what workout that you're going to be doing on what day. You'll see it's the 4 days a week and then 3 of those recovery days. In our coach call with Joel, he highly suggested not to do workouts that were heavy lifting or high intensity interval training. There are literally 700 workouts plus, on Beachbody On Demand that, some of them require weights. Yes. Some of them are going to be that high intensity interval training, but there's tons of other options for you. There's great yoga programs. There's dancing videos. There are some that require resistance bands where it's a little bit less intense, not so much like a weightlifting. So you can just find what works for you, or you can do cycling, hiking. This is all things that he recommended, swimming, whatever it is, just chasing your kids around the house, or you can simply rest. I know that for me, like Amber was saying, that's going to be kind of hard because I love working out and it's just a great way for me to get extra energy for my day. And like she was saying, I just work out for my sanity. I have to do it. So it's going to be difficult for me, but he has roll and release days and those stretching days where you really are going to need to take advantage of those because your body is going to be going through all these changes, especially with a heavy lifting program where you are doing that HIIT training. So it's going to be a little bit different from what I'm used to, but I'm very excited for it. I think it's going to be great. So back to the calendar, definitely something to print off so you know exactly what you're doing for each day. And underneath program materials as well, there is this progression tracker. This is something that I was not used to up until I did 80-Day Obsession. I never used to track my weights throughout a program. I felt like I would probably be using 10s, maybe bump up to 15, after a week or two. But with 80 Day Obsession, I was really focused on keeping track of my weights. And there would be days when I would start off with, 10 pounds for a shoulder press. By the end of the program, I was using like 20s. And so just being able to see that progression along the way is really important, especially because we focus heavily on NSVs, which is non-scale victories. And these are victories that don't come from the scale or from the number on the scale. It's, feeling more confident in your clothes, having your clothes fit better, dropping a pant size, losing inches, or bulking up, and using heavier weights. So this progression tracker, definitely print this off. This is how you're going to keep track of what weight that you're using for each workout or each exercise, which is awesome. So definitely something that I'm going to be doing. I would highly recommend that you do it as well. And that's pretty much it as far as the workouts go. I wanted to make sure I covered everything. If you haven't looked over this starter guide, definitely look over it. Oh yeah. One of the first things that I should have mentioned beforehand is taking your before pictures and measurements. This is sometimes the hardest part for most people, only because they don't want to take those pictures. They feel uncomfortable in your skin, or you feel uncomfortable in your own skin, and it's hard. I know that like my first before pictures after, I had Knox and was able to work out again, I looked at those and I felt like so discouraged. I was so uncomfortable. I was not confident whatsoever. And I just felt like really bad. But now I look back on those and I'm like, wow, I have worked so hard over the past, 7 months to get myself where I am now. I'm so much stronger. Like I feel 100% more confident than I did back then. So just having those is really, really important. And a lot of times with programs, you'll notice that your weight, you're not going to drop, 10 pounds in the first week. You're not going to drop 20 pounds most likely, after the course of the entire program sometimes, depending on how much weight you have to lose. But with a program that involves lifting like this, your weight may stay the same. You may gain a pound or two. But if you're dropping inches, and that's where the measurements come into play, then you know that you're building that lean muscle while shredding off the fat. And that's the purpose of this program. So definitely make sure that you take those pictures and those measurements. I am going to have a document posted in the group where you are going to have a Google Drive folder where you can upload your before pictures. And as we go along after 4 weeks and after 8 weeks, you're going to be able to post your progression in those folders. They're completely private. I won't share them with anybody, but that way you just have them for yourself and you don't have to worry about losing them or keeping them on your phone for, 8 weeks or whatever. But that way, if you want to share them yourself, you have them there for you. You can always go and access it. And then the Google form is just going to be a simple form with, each measurement that you need to take. And I'll be able to put that in an Excel spreadsheet. That way you can keep track of that as well as we go along this journey. So that's pretty much it on my end. And I wanted to let everyone know, if you don't know already, we have a Zoom room workout, virtual gym that we call it, every single morning. It's actually up. It's up all day. You can hop on whenever. I post the workout or the Zoom code a lot in the group, but that's just a way for us to keep each other accountable. No one's like sitting there watching you, staring at you working out, being like, Amber, you didn't do all 10 bicep curls. It's just a place for us to kind of like have fun with one another and hold each other accountable, especially if you work out early. It can be kind of hard. So it's fun to know that you're doing it with other people as well. So I'm going to throw it over to Heather and she's going to chat.
All right. So to kind of piggyback, the Zoom room is awesome. Sorry, I like still have Haley's screen. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. That was confusing me. All right. So the Zoom room workouts are great for accountability. I usually see actually Haley every morning. And there's a few other girls that I see every single morning, and it really helps me get motivated. And if I'm running a few minutes behind, I'm like, oh, wait, no, I know that they're there. I know that they expect to see me. So it really helps me get going in the morning, which is awesome. And as far as pictures and measurements, they make a world of difference more than the scale does, because the scale can be either your best friend or your worst enemy. And I found, especially with my journey, that it has been my worst enemy, because I can take pictures week to week and see such great progress with my arm muscles, my belly, like having that mom belly still. And the pictures definitely help justify all the progress that I have been making. and same with the measurements. So between the two of those, they have really been the kind of like guiding light that I'm on the right path, I'm in the right meal plan, whereas the scale hasn't necessarily shown that. And if I just relied on the scale, I would have probably been more discouraged and not continued on with my journey. So definitely do that. It does make a difference. So one thing I wanted to talk about, Amber's going to talk about the performance line, but before she does, I cannot have Beachbody Performance recover because it messes up my stomach. It like wrecks my stomach. So in Joel's call, he recommended that you can do the vegan Shakeology as a substitution. So after your workout, you can have that. Or there's also a Vega Recover. It's like a big tub that Carl and Autumn brought up in their call for 80-Day Obsession that you can use as a substitute as well. The only thing with the vegan, if you don't have a reaction to the regular, the vegan doesn't have all of the VCAAs that the Beachbody Recover does. So what that means is you're not going to get the same amount of like amino acids for the recovery of your muscles. So just keep that in mind if you don't need to take the vegan product, to not use it, to actually use the Recover in the performance line if you're able to. I think that's the only things that I was going to do. And Amber, if you want to do the performance line.
So the performance line is a huge component of this program. Obviously, like Heather was just saying, like the Recover, like your muscles, like you're working your muscles and they need that extra protein. So Joel highly suggests that you know, after every workout, you take that. With that being said, after every workout, you're supposed to have it. So on rest days, there is no need for you to be drinking the performance line. I know we all love Energize and want to have it every day, but he suggests that you just keep it for the days that you work out. So if you do like yoga or any of like those not HIIT or cardio, I would probably just save it. But if you're unfamiliar with the performance line, again, it is going to be in your hard copy or in your Beachbody On Demand. You can go ahead and read up on it, but there's Hydrate. So it's like a healthy Gatorade. I drink it during my workout. And then even just during summer, like I haven't given it to Violet, but I would have no problem giving it to Violet. Like I said, it's just a healthy Gatorade, nothing in it. Obviously to keep you hydrated throughout your workout. Energize, if you have not had Energize, you need to get it because it's seriously like the best thing ever. But it's a pre-workout, it's plant-based. There's no jitters. It doesn't raise your heart. It's all natural. It's a low dose of caffeine. I know a lot of, I'm nursing. Haley's nursing. I'm sure there's other moms on here that are nursing. I take it. It has no effect with Lola. I know a lot of people drink it while they're pregnant. Again, speak to your doctor if you plan on getting pregnant, are pregnant, if it makes you comfortable. But it's a low dose of green tea caffeine. It helps improve, your workout, your focus, and it just makes you push harder so you could last longer throughout the workout. And like I said, there no jitters or anything like that. He says to drink it 30 minutes before you work out. So if you do get that 30 minutes before. And then there's Recover. And that's basically, like I said, or like Heather said,